What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, well, I guess they were because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
Did you hear? I just went to boxingscene.com. Victor Conte is
Can
diagnosed
you
with.
hear me, Fred?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on a minute. Let me get my phone right. Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Did you hear Victor Conte is diagnosed with pancreatic cancer?
Who?
Victor Conte.
Yeah, I was something, but I had the whole thing. You got cancer?
Yeah, pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, I heard something about it. My friend out of Philly, Trent Barnes, called me and told me.
Damn, that
I know.
sucks.
Is he in the hospital?
I don't know, but that's a tough one.
Yeah, because my stepbrother on my father's side, he had it. He passed from it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's bad, man.
Damn. Yeah, but he's 74.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your speaking of snack?
Uh-huh.
How do you feel about Devin Haney taking snack?
I don't know nothing about that, bro.
Okay. How?
I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know if he's doing it or not.
Well, he's been sponsored by Snack for years.
I don't know if he's doing it or not. I ain't got no. I don't know. I ain't got no proof on it. So I don't know.
How
I
about
don't see
Terrence?
them.
Terrence Crawford is sponsored by them as well.
Terrence Crawford, he doing it?
Huh?
Terrence Crawford doing it?
He's man. I can't hear you.
You can't hear me now, friend?
Nah, it's a TV in the background. It's so
Yeah,
loud.
it's my man. You know, he got his phone on. Movies.
Okay, I understand.
Give me a minute. I go outside.
All right. In the meantime, while he's going outside, don't forget to hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Silent Heroes. SILENTHEROS. And also buy his book and go what and go pull up Ring Magazine, page 92, 93, June 2025.
Let me unplug my phone, Fred.
Okay, no problem.
The Hall of Famer, Leon Muhammad, a legend.
Excuse me, the Hall of Famer. Yes, the Hall of Famer. Absolutely. Can't forget that.
A legend, not in my own mind, but my own time. Right there. I'm gonna sit outside in my walker. Yeah, I'm outside now, friend.
How often do you use your walker? Or you use it every day now?
When I go in the city to the garden, I go in and sit down. Yeah, go and sit down in the garden.
Okay.
Next question.
No, so Crawford is sponsored by them. I think Carissa Shields. I saw her with a shirt on doing an interview. I don't know if she's sponsored by, but Devin Haney's been with him for a long time. Caleb Plant's been with him for a long time, and I think J Rock, your boy from Philly, I think he used him.
Junior Williams?
Yeah. Uh
I don't know. I ain't never heard that on none of that, so can't speak on
huh. Okay. Okay.
it. I heard about Ryan Garcia. I ain't heard about that.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia got popped. Yeah, his
Yeah, he's a nut anyway.
is he?
Yeah, he's crazy.
What's your take on Teofimo Lopez versus Devin Haney?
Well, I love both of them. And that fight, I wouldn't even go. I'll stand down. Cause I worked with both of them in the camp when they was kids, and when they turned pros. I would both of them from the beginning. I'll do like Eddie Fresh did in Larry Holmes fight. I'll stand down.
Mm. So you want both of them? You want it to be a draw?
Yeah, I wouldn't even go. I'll stand down, man. I'll do like Eddie Fresh did when Michael Spinks fought Larry Holmes. He didn't work with neither one of them. He stood down. He just stayed home.
Uh-huh.
Cause I love both of them. I was both of them from the humble beginning.
Mm.
I was in camp with both of them. I was in Bill's gym when Devin was 9, 10, 12, 13 years old. And I
Mm.
would tell him when he turned pro, when he came out the amateur. So
Mm.
I would stand down. I just wish both of them well. I wouldn't even go to the fight, Fred.
Wow. What they slated to fight August 16th in Saudi Arabia.
Devin and
Yeah.
Sophie, I
If
ain't talked to Bill. I got to call Bill
no,
tonight.
but Haney, I mean Tiafimo hasn't signed his portion.
Has Bill signed his?
Yeah. They said they signed theirs.
I ain't talked to Bill. I'm gonna go to Bill's house. Bill's in New York.
How far is he from you?
I'm in Queens. Bill's in Manhattan on the upper west side.
Upper West Side?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He in the Dakotas.
Yeah, I don't know where he at, but that's my
Did you
guy.
did you know John Lennon?
Yes, I know John Lennon.
You did?
I met him a few times, Fred.
Oh, okay.
When the Beatles came to Miami to the camp to see Ali, I was there.
Oh, were you? Tell us about that.
Well, I was there when he come into camp. Ali, Ali treated him good. Herbert Muhammad, Bodini messed with him. So that was good there. I knew John, from different places. When he come to the Coco Cabana and I was uptown, John was all right. I know them all, Fred. I know all of them. I'm a legend. I'm a moving shaker. They had to come to the moving shaker.
Well, we don't know it if you don't say it.
Yeah, but you want to go back. The man been dead almost 40 years. You want to go back.
Man, listen. Malcolm X been dead 60.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. Yeah, my brother have. Yeah, the good brother have, Fred. But God knows best. And that's the plan. But I got to talk about the day. Can't talk about those that going on. Got to talk about the day, brother.
How was Ali in camp though? How was his
Focus,
demeanor? Was he like
focus,
laser
focus,
focused or
focus.
was he jovial? What
Laser
was he?
focus, Fred. Laser focus.
He
That's the
what?
bottom line.
So give us a day in a day in Muhammad Ali's camp.
He was focused. All the sparring partner was focused, Fred. That's about it. We eat, train, talk, pray, and that's it.
So he prayed 5 times a day as well.
Yes, he did. All of us, Fred.
Man, you talking as if I know.
Well, you're reaching for something. Why do you need to
I'm not
know?
reaching for anything
Listen, why do your people need to know how many times this guy prayed?
because that's a part of his faith, right? 5 times, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I'm not trying to incriminate you. I just think it's cool. You said you were in camp, and so what's
I
one of the
was in camp,
funniest?
man.
So he liked to do magic tricks and stuff. What's one of the funniest things you seen Ali do?
I don't even remember, bro. Been so long ago, I don't remember.
Man, you so sleepy, man. That's go to bed, man. I'll
Man,
talk.
please, Fred, I'm up, man. But I don't know where you going. What about the funny thing? I don't know.
I know he did magic tricks. That's why I heard he did
Yeah, he
magic.
did it with the kids, but I don't know. I wasn't there. He didn't do the magic trick till after he retired, Freddie. When he came out and signed autographs in Vegas, when Don brought him in, he did magic trick for the kids. I don't know. We never did that in the camp.
Okay. What camp did the Beatles come down for?
We was in Miami. We was getting ready for Sonny Liston 1.
Wow. Wow.
Long time ago. You weren't even born, Fred.
No, I definitely
You weren't
wasn't.
even thought about it.
No, so that was February '64.
Yes,
Wow.
in Miami Beach.
So were
At
you
the
down there
Miami,
with Malcolm or no?
I came in after he did it. I was there for the fight.
Damn, you just missed him, huh?
Yeah, he left right after the fight. I came in day of the fight, Fred.
Yeah, and he left before the fight. No, he was there.
Yes. He was there in the seat number 7, ringside.
So you didn't get? Did you get a chance to talk to him?
No, no, I gave him so long passes. I was busy doing other things.
You gave him what type of passes?
I gave him the salam.
What's that?
Assalamu alaikum, brother minister.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. How about his
Well, you sure
family?
like digging. You sure like digging.
I'm not. Well, I'm supposed to ask questions. If you bring up stuff, I'm not digging. I'm not really digging. I'm just I'm
You
just
terrible,
flowing.
bro. What you gonna pay for it? Go ahead and dig, brother. Dig to 1949. I don't care.
Now you do care. That's why you're so confrontational. I don't know why you confrontational.
I ain't competition, brother. But what I will say though, Fred, Sam Cooke and all of them was there. All the legends was there. Jim Brown was there. I miss old Jim Brown. He's a funny guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's funny, man.
Tell me about
He's
Jim
funny.
Brown. Did I ever meet Jim Brown? I've never met Jim Brown.
I met him a few times. He was all right, but I wasn't. He had an organization. I didn't really know about it, but Jim Brown, he was close to Ali. Him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was close to Ali.
Hmm.
Am can tell you more about that. But when Am brought them all in, when Ali refused to go to the army, Am brought all of them in. Him, Russell, and all. Am can tell you more about that than I can.
Hmm. Hmm. Was that your only interaction with Malcolm X, or did you have multiple interactions with Malcolm X?
I just when he came to Philly to speak, when he came to Philly, some of the bazaars in New York, some of the Savior's Day, I would go to New York, me and Mr. Jeremiah, the old days, I would see him on the roster, give him salam. But friend, you remember, I wasn't big in the streets during this time. I became big in the streets and in the mosque and the temple afterwards.
Right.
So
And,
you
and
gotta keep that in mind now.
yes. And seeing Malcolm was not a big deal to y'all, anyways.
Not to us, because we doing our own thing.
Exactly. Exactly. No, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. But I'm interested in that Sonny Liston camp, man. Uh, so you got there the day of the fight. Did you get down there prior to that, or was that your first time there for that camp?
I had been down prior, but I was sick doing 64, real bad pneumonia. I got down there, day of the fight, Fred, day of the fight.
Hmm.
Then
And
I
what did
left.
Ali do after the fight? After that fight?
I don't know because I was with Bo Dini and some other brothers doing my own thing.
So what were you doing after that fight?
I was jumping for joy and drinking champagne.
The
If you and
reason
your fans have to know.
the reason why I asked is because I watched the movie One Night in Miami. That's why.
It's a great night
So,
for the Ali people. The bottom line, it was a great night, Fred. You can't say no more. It was a great night after he shook up the world.
how about Sam Cooke? Did you hang out with Sam Cooke that night?
No, I didn't see Sam. I saw him during the fight, but I didn't see him after the fight. Saw
Okay.
him when he was in the ring with Ali, but Fred, I was making moves, bro. I wasn't trying to see all them guys, man. For what?
So what
They
type of
wasn't
moves were you
beneficial.
making?
Fred, I was trying to make sure I could eat later down the road.
So take us through an average night in
Uh,
uh in in your life when you got a big time fighter. So let's say you got Ali, Sonny Liston versus Muhammad Ali. What is what is Leon Muhammad doing during the fight? Oh
I
no.
wasn't big. I wasn't big at that time. I
Oh.
was average Joe Blow. But later on in his fights, I became big.
Mm.
When he moved to Philadelphia, I became big. I was big in the streets. I had a bar. I was big, Fred. The bottom line.
So what constitutes big? So what are you doing because you're big? So tell the world what are you doing during the average fight? Uh, what are the
Moving and
privileges
shaking.
of being big?
Moving and shaking, Fred. Moving and shaking, making a deal, Fred. It's crazy.
What deals?
All kind of deals, Fred.
I don't know.
I don't remember. It's 50, 60 years ago,
Nah, you
Fred.
remember. You remember.
I don't remember, bro.
Nah,
I
you
mean, a
do.
lot of deals, Fred. A lot of deals, man.
Tell us
Let me
some.
huh?
Tell us some. What's some of the deals you made?
I made a lot of deals, you know, to make sure everything's all right down the road, Fred. What are you seeking for?
I'm not seeking anything. I'm just asking. I'm just flowing with the conversation. That's all.
The bottom line is I made deals to better me and my family down the road, Fred. That's the bottom line. Doesn't
Okay.
matter what kind of deals I made.
But you're answering every question with the same answer. So like,
Yeah. I made deals that puzzle me to make sure me and my family eat down the road. It's nothing else to say.
yeah. Okay.
I
That
mean, what are you saying? You want to know what deals I made? How do that benefit anybody?
it's just a day in the life of Leon Muhammad, the day of the fight. Like that's all I'm asking.
Listen, I was dead in life at a lot of fights down the road.
I asked you. So what's the day in the life of Leon Muhammad when he's a big move when he's a big guy in the street? Day of the fight. Like what is he doing?
Get up, wash my ass, go make sure the fight is all right, make sure the promoters, especially with Butch and Michael Spain, make sure everybody was secure. And me and Tony Sutton, Mike's bodyguard, and when we get ready and we go eat, make sure Mike got rest, and then we walk around, talk, and when it's time to go to the dressing room, we go to the dressing room. But you can't get no better than that, Fred.
Did you have any superstitions?
But I never had no superstition.
Okay.
Whatever happens, it happens. God is the best of knowing and best of planning.
Mm.
So I don't know what you be seeking. Want to know everything, what people doing and all that crazy stuff.
Why not?
Hey, bro, I relax to time. To Butch called me and say, all right, it's time. Let's rock and roll. I said, all right, boss, we're going to rock and roll. We're going to
What's
get to the arena and get Michael in the dressing room, get him ready. Whoever I with, Prince Charles Williams, Charlie Choo Choo Brown, Smoking Joe, we did what we had to do. That's the bottom line, Fred. All that seeking is nothing else to say. We relaxed, make sure the parties was good, the promoters and their family was good. There's nothing more to say.
what's the toughest hurdle you had to get over fight moments before the fight?
My family worried me to death for tickets. My wannabe family that I ain't heard in 20 years looking for tickets.
Really?
Oh, Fred, you should have been there, man. I used to go and curse them out, say, now you ain't called me or my mother. Now you come out here for the fight with no tickets, and all y'all got good jobs in Philadelphia,
Mm.
in South Carolina, Alabama, and you want some free tickets. I used to go off. Now my sisters, I took care of all them girls in my family. So any woman that know me, they'll tell you, says, he ain't gonna give no woman no money. He don't give no money to no women but the women in his family. I don't do that, bro.
Mm.
But I had a good ride, Fred. God been good to me. I had a good ride.
Mm.
With Ali, Smoking Joe, Tommy, everybody, man. James Black Gold Shooter, my brother-in-law, who lost to Tommy before he got killed 10 days later, March 1986. I had a good ride, brother. Had a good ride. A lot of steaks, a lot of hot dogs, a lot of, how you say, filet mignon. I had a lot of it.
What has there ever been a fighter during the weigh-in or the week of the fight, the day of the fight that just got scared? Said, "Forget, I don't want to fight," and you had to talk them into the fight.
Well, you know, going into the Bone Crusher fight in 86, December 12th, with Tim Witherspoon, he didn't want to fight Bone for the second time, but Don forced us. So that was a difficult week in New York, Madison Square Garden. I couldn't even think. The Miss Green tried to stab Don King at the press conference. I had to grab Mitch. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Mm.
That was a bad week for me, bro. But you know, that's the only way. Other West, man, yeah, well, I was relaxed. My camp was relaxed. But I never had no misunderstanding with Michael Spinks, Ali, Smoking Joe, Prince Charles, William Bobby Chad, Junior Nelson. Everything was straight up, man. Them
Mm.
guys were ready to go, man. I just made sure they was ready, man.
Mm. Why did Mitch Green want to stab Don King?
over the contract, some kind of person. But he didn't get all his money for it when he fought Tyson. I don't know, man. But I just broke it up, man. Carl King said, break it up, man. Carl King said to me, he said, champ, old timer, Mitchell listened to you. And I talked to Mitch, and I took the knife out of his hand, man. You know, I said, come on, Mitch. That's crazy, man. You stab this man, you have all the gangsters out of Cleveland, his nephews and them. I said, Mitch, I know you're a gang member with the Bloods and the Crips, but you don't need that war with no bullshit. Just go to court, sue it. So Mitch calmed down. I got Mitch calm. And I took Timmy. It was a mess at that fight, man. It was a mess with Tim Witherspoon and all this. It was horrible, man. It was a horrible weekend. December 12th, from the 13th, from the 9th to the 12th, in Madison Square Garden. It was horrible, bro. I thought I was losing my mind. My mother called me. She said, because my sister said, he going crazy. She said, calm down, man. You got him there. His own Tim and all of them. You helped got him there. To the big dance, it's on them. So after the fight, Timmy lost the Bone Crusher, lost the title. I went to the hotel and got my girl, got my wife and my children. I left New York, and I sent the children back to Philly. And me and my wife, we went to Atlantic City for a whole week. I was burned out, Fred. I got Atlantic City. I didn't even talk to my wife. She said, "Baby," she gave me a kiss on the cheek. She said, "Go to sleep and rest, man." Because I was burned out. I was been in camp with Timmy about 9 weeks. I was in camp. I was burned out.
Wow.
So it is what it is, man. It was good while it lasts. But, it was a good run. I had a good run, man. I'm grateful. Tom Hauser gave me my just dues this month. It's all right now.
Right. Why do you think he wanted to pull out of the fight?
Who, Timmy?
Yeah.
Because Don had robbed us that July in England with the Bruno fight, man. This is all over. Timmy won the lawsuit, so it's nothing to really discuss, man. All right, man. I'm going to sleep.
All right, I'll call you tomorrow. Thank you, dog.
Call me tomorrow, and my nephew will call you.
All right.